Hey, thanks for the assist out there. And by the way, now that I've officially got the part again, it's not too late for me to pull some strings and get you a role.
I think I'm cool with sitting this one out.
Alright, well the door's open if I'm back for Rank and File 5. Although I heard R-Truth pitch the producers on making it an office drama with him as a star, and it's under strong consideration, so we'll see. Oh, by the way, I left tickets for my real parents again. No luck, though.
Still doing that, huh?
Yep. And who knows, maybe if they're not WWE fans, then they'll see me in the movie. Can't hurt.
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, before you go out for your match, you mind signing my script?
Sure. May you always have a happy Ranksgiving.
See? It is catching on. Haha.
Hey, just watched your match. Good stuff. I was wondering, now that you officially have the part, any chance there's a role?
Hi, have I reached the voicemail of Bryce Decker? I think we both know I have. Oh, my goodness, Trey. When I saw that lights, camera, action match, and you brought the passion, the intensity of your character to defeating The Miz, I knew in that moment we could have no one else in this room.
Hey man, just wanted to say congrats on beating The Miz. He and I had some issues when I first debuted in WWE 2, so it never gets old.
Can you believe they're all the way up to Rank and File 7 now?
No, I can't. I thought they would have stopped making them after your performance.
Wow. Didn't realize this was a roast.
No, it's just that you definitely had some interesting priorities earlier in your career. First, it was the movie. Then you were obsessed with getting your own action figure.
It was on the list since day one.
Yeah, which made you super jealous when I got one before you did. Remember this? Are you still a little bit jealous?
No.
Are you sure?
I think you're exaggerating how I reacted.
Really? Because that's not how I remember it. Check it out! My first action figure! Pretty cool, right?
Awesome. They really nailed the detail in your face.
You didn't even really look at it.
Yeah, well, you know what they say about action figures. Once you've seen one, you've seen them all.
Literally no one says that. Wait, are you jealous because you don't have one yet?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, look, I get it. This was more your thing, but it's just an action figure.
It's more than that to me. Think of how you felt when I won a title in WWE before you did. It's like that, but 10 times worse.
Comparing titles to action figures might be a little extreme. But if it makes you feel any better, I'll wait and let you cross it off our list whenever you get one.
No, it's fine. Cross it off. You earned it.
I see you got your first action figure. We've had like 30 now, so it's kind of boring at this point.
Where's yours?
I think he didn't get one.
Well, that's awkward. I think even like Tom Phillips got one.
He doesn't really deserve it.
Well, that's true. He's lucky even to be on the roster.
Sorry, we got sidetracked with a private conversation that had absolutely nothing to do with you. But since apparently you don't have an action figure, we like to give you ours.
Happy Rusev Day!
Do you think he heard what we said?
Who cares? He's a loser.
I heard he freaking jerks, and if I had an action figure of my own, I would team up with Red's action figure to kick your action figure stupid plastic butts.
Or even better, how about we take them down in real life?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I guess we could do that.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Belgium, weighing in at 199 pounds. And from Belgium, the Raw Women's Champion, the
Rusev Day.
And from Bulgaria, weighing in at 304 pounds, the Bulgarian Brute,
The ravishing Russian.
and from Moscow, the ravishing Russian, Lana!
WWE superstars end up facing each other in the ring for a variety of reasons. Tonight, Red and Trey are squaring off with Rusev and Lana because of, well, action figures. Well, from what I hear, Trey was throwing a tantrum because he didn't get an action figure and then was apparently offended when Rusev and Lana tried to graciously give him theirs.
Hey, I can relate to Trey. I mean, you guys have them, but when am I going to get my own action figure?
Never. Never, ever, because nobody wants that, Saxton.
3!
Oh, no. First DDT.
The mighty Rusev looking a bit surprised by this assault.
Point of the elbow, nailed it. Producing a trampling. Hammerlock. He has become relentless at this point.
This is what he feeds off of. And there's the reversal from Rusev. Oh, earth-shattering spine buster.
Plenty of fight left.
Oh, man, I don't know who to root for.
After losing to the Viper in just 10 seconds at SummerSlam, Rusev began to designate every single day as Rusev Day. Oh, what a forearm. When Monday Night Raw comes to your town, do us a favor. Make sure you show up to be a part of the longest-running, weekly, episodic television show in history. Oh, no! On the apron!
Michael pointed out how Rusev kind of lost his mind with Rusev Day, but weirdly, he gained quite a few fans in the process. It's insane how many people chant for this imaginary holiday.
It is not imaginary, Saxton. It's the greatest day of the year. And before I forget, allow me to wish a happy Rusev Day to everyone watching right now.
Of course.
What a forearm! Oh, brutal.
Lana may be slowing some here.
Punch right to the face. 3. Oh, man, what a strike. Oh, nasty impact.
Remember that when we talk about Lana, this is a woman who studies the Israeli defense system known as Krav Maga. She speaks Russian and English fluently and has backgrounds in foreign affairs, business management, and marketing. So I don't think you'll be able to outthink the ravishing Russian.
What should Lana try to do differently at this stage to stay in this thing?
Spiked into the ring apron.
Lana's an incredibly cunning individual. It's highly unlikely an adversary will be able to defeat the ravishing Russian when it comes to strategy. Lana takes every detail into consideration and thinks 3 or 4 steps ahead of her opponent.
It's not wise for a superstar to attempt to out-strategize Lana. The Ravishing Russian's a relentless strategist and thinks of every possible scenario when plotting to take down her adversary.
It is so easy to stay in touch with your superstars 24/7 in a variety of... And will this be it?
I questioned every bit of that decision, Cole. It looked to me like he had it.
Yeah, and look at this. Spine buster. Does he get him here?
What in the world is he thinking? Does he not want to win?
Not where you want to be at this point in the match, guys. Definitely not. He's fighting hard, and it's paying off.
He is just dominant right now.
Uh-oh.
Rusev is tagged in.
Turn your lights out. Inverted suplex. Oh, right to the kidneys. Golly. She got airline miles for that.
Whoa, Rusev dodged that one.
Spine butt. This could do it.
What a victory.
Here are your winners.
That's a big win for him, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm thinking everyone should be very wary of this duo.
Look at this Dallas crowd shower these competitors with appreciation following an amazing matchup.
In all seriousness, even though it wasn't as important to me, it was pretty cool when not long after that you got your first action figure and crossed it off our list.
But the fact we had different priorities is partly what made this work, because let's be honest, if we'd been competing for the same things, I'm not sure we could have been friends. You were just always so driven to be the best.
Maybe, but it's not like I was only focused on individual goals. Like, what about when we went to SmackDown Live and I ended up teaming with someone who was a great influence and mentor to me? I'm talking about Mickie James, of course! Stand up and take a bow, Mickie, you deserve it. You fought hard, but it just wasn't your night.
Let's face it, it hasn't been your night in a long time. Now, as general manager of SmackDown Live, it's my job to present a cutting-edge product, which means constantly introducing new talent to keep our brand fresh and exciting. But we can't add new talent without making subtractions. So I'm sorry, Mickie, but based on your recent performance, you can either announce your retirement or, unfortunately, I'll have to make that decision for you.
Wait, so you're basically forcing her out? She deserves better than that.
I understand where you're coming from, but like I said, this is bigger than one person. It's about protecting the brand.
There would be no brand without women like Mickie James.
You know what? It's okay. It's okay. I've been doing this a long time, and maybe I've lost a step. Maybe it's just time to hang it up.
No, you can't just accept this. There has to be another way.
Well, there is one other option, but it would just be delaying the inevitable. Mickie can continue competing on SmackDown Live, as long as she wins. But the very next match she loses is her last.
She'll do it.
I will?
All right. Good luck.
Look, I appreciate the support, but with my record as of late, I don't think I'll be sticking around too long.
Or maybe you will with me by your side.
What do you mean?
Big Show didn't say you had to win singles matches.
Are you sure you want to set aside your own goals to do this?
There's nothing I'd rather do than protect your legacy by sending you out on a winning streak. And one last title run. Win women's tag team championships with Mickie James.
Welcome everyone to the most iconic talk show ever, Iconic Talk, with your hosts, the Iconics. We just said iconic so many times.
You said it again. I think we just set a record.
Speaking of records, I want to remind everyone that we are now the longest running women's tag team champions ever from Australia!
They're also the only women's tag team champions from Australia.
Which brings us to my favorite segment of Iconic Talk.
It's time for Why Australia is Better.
This is the part of the show where we educate our audience on different aspects of Australian culture and explain
why Australia is better.
Okay, what do we have this week?
The great sport of cricket.
Which has nothing to do with filthy little insects.
No, it's actually a sport that is very popular in Australia.
Think of it like a way better version of your horrible, dull baseball.
To further educate you on this superior sport, let's go over the laws of cricket, shall we?
There are only 42 of them. Shouldn't take long.
Law 1. A cricket team consists of 11 players, including a captain.
That's a great law. One of my favourites. Now, Law 2.
Hey, what are these two doing out here? There were still 41 laws to go. I wanted to learn more about cricket.
I think you were the only one.
Law 2. The Iconics should never be allowed to have a talk show, as it'll put everyone watching to sleep.
That's not an actual law.
Yeah, don't listen to her.
Why are you two even out here?
It's very rude to interrupt someone's talk show. I recommend you go back and watch the segment we did on manners.
We're here because we want a tag team championship match.
So you two are a team now. What are you calling yourselves?
Red and grey.
Because Mickey's so old. Get it?
Hilarious. She really is a fossil.
You've never even teamed before. So what makes you think you deserve a shot at our titles?
Maybe because 8 years ago in Calgary, I beat you in my very first match. And I've only gotten better since then. Way better.
Oh, okay. So you're saying since a long time ago, I felt bad for my pathetic opponent and basically took the night off because I was freezing, that a decade later, when that pathetic opponent rears her ugly head with an elderly partner, they deserve a tag title opportunity? Makes sense?
That was sarcasm. The answer is no.
If you think that we need to prove ourselves as a team, then we'll do it right now in a non-title match. If we win, we get a championship match. And if you win my career.
That whole career-ending stipulation is enticing.
Yeah, I forgot about that. It would be nice to put her out to pasture.
We'll do it.
But only after we finish teaching everyone about cricket.
Law 3. Never interrupt the Iconics.
The Iconics viciously attack Red and Mickie with those cricket bats.
And rightfully so, they violated Law 3.
Red and Mickie are going to be at a severe disadvantage going into this match with so much at stake.
If you're just joining us, this is a non-title match with the stipulation that if Red and Mickie can defeat the Iconics, they earn a shot at their tag team titles. However, if the Iconics win, Mickie James' career will be over.
And Red and Mickie are clearly not 100% after that brutal attack by the Iconics.
But no one wants to see a pioneer like Mickie James have her career come to an end, but it's going to happen sooner or later, and I have a feeling it'll be sooner. as in tonight, at the hands of the tag team champions. Oh, look at this power. Boom!
I don't know if you guys have noticed, but when Peyton Royce walks out wearing that iconic T-shirt, you can hear an audible groan from the crowd.
I haven't noticed, but I'm sure they're just jealous, Cole. The fact of the matter is, when you look and perform like Peyton Royce does, you should absolutely have a high opinion of yourself.
Knee drop. German suplex. Woo. She's taking charge here. Showing a lot of fury with her attacks. She's dazed in the corner there. Gets the tag.
Axe handle finds its target.
Boom, boom, persistent barrage.
Nice monkey flip.
Absolutely has to make a tag here.
Yeah, but that's easier said than done, Michael.
Boom! Did you hear the impact? She's starting to drag a little bit.
She's taking on quite a bit of damage here, guys, and if she doesn't find a way to make the tag soon, this one might be over.
When it comes to Peyton Royce's opinion of herself, I partially agree with Corey. Yes, she should have self-confidence, but to call herself iconic? I don't know. That seems like a word that should be reserved for the likes of, I don't know, Trish Stratus and Mae Young.
Who are you to decide who's an icon and who's not, Saxton? If Peyton Royce wants to call herself iconic, that's exactly what she should do, period.
Oh, nasty fall.
Billy Kay showing such creativity.
Flying forearm. It's obvious Billy Kay is feeling the pain that has been dealt out so far.
This is bad, guys. I don't even think she has enough power to get to her corner to make the tag.
Straight punch.
Really just laying it in. Not what she was looking for.
Quick cover from Billy Kay. Mickie James with an easy kick out.
I knew she could do it.
Tagged in. Well scouted reversal there. She scores big with the counter. Tagged in.
Oh, what a forearm.
Ooh, what a damaging blow.
Setting up. Down they go. Spiked into the ring apron.
Ooh, that kick finds a way to reverse. And scissors takedown.
Very nice.
Struggling to get to the corner here.
Might not make it, Michael.
There may be no preventing the tag now.
It doesn't get much more exciting than this, Michael.
Oh, knee right to the face.
That knee is a lethal weapon.
The shoulders are down. 1, 2. She got the shoulder up in time.
How in the world?
Boom, right in the button. Looking helpless right now. Stringing together some big moves here.
Her offense is on point right now.
And Peyton Royce is fading fast here.
Peyton Royce is able to get out of the way there.
Scoop slam. Here's the cover. I don't know how she keeps kicking out.
She just will not go away.
Wow, she turned that one around. Oh, what a combo!
Oh, heavy dude for the pin and the win!
Yes! How resilient was that?
With all the damage done, you have to wonder how much more it'll take.
Effective arm drag. Gets out of the way. And fast. Super kick! Shoulders down! 1, 2. It's over. No! Kick out at 2.
The size of this girl's heart is simply,
And this has got to be it. 1, 2. No! Another kick out!
how in the world?
Unreal. She steers clear there. Forearm to the face. Oh, nothing fancy about that. Oh, repeated kicks. What a shot. And it's reversed. Paying for that mistake. And scissors. Will it be?
I think so.
1, 2. I thought that was it. Dangerous.
Peyton Royce.
Suplex. Great usage of her hips. Another one. Could the third time be the charm by her?
I think so. The W is well in hand. I have to question that decision, Michael.
What a windmill kick. Somehow has to find a way to make a tag here.
Completely agree. Getting the partner in here is absolutely vital.
Missed the tag. Oh, and a knee to the face. She's got the shoulders down. 1, 2. You can't teach the type of tenacity we're witnessing here. Unreal. Not looking good right now. Oh, she turns it around. Wow, what a sequence. Oh, look at this ruthlessness in the bottom turnbuckle. Looking to make a much-needed tag here.
And if successful, we may be looking at a whole new match here.
Boom, what a forearm.
Big reversal.
Super kick.
He might just be seconds away from the end.
Will the second time procure results?
Here's a cover. Could be it. 1, 2, 3. What an incredible tag team contest.
Here are your winners, the Queen and Mickie James.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it. That was a huge win.
What we just saw there was a doctorate class in tag team competition. They just took the game to a whole other level.
And I can imagine there aren't too many people at home regretting tuning in for that amazing.
That was awesome! And considering our lack of experience together, I'd say we make a pretty good team.
I agree. I mean, you know what? I just want to say thank you for doing this. I could be sitting at home right now, but instead we have a chance to win the tag team championships. And even if my career does end, this is a heck of a way to go out.
Before you celebrate too much, we just found out your tag title match will be taking place on our home turf.
That's right, in our great country, in front of our fans at Super Showdown.
It doesn't matter. We'll beat you anywhere.
Oh, you should also know it's going to be an Australian rules tag match,
which are the most iconic rules.
What does that even mean?
It means it'll be no disqualification, tornado tag.
Or willy willy tag, as we say down under.
Hey, Mickie, you should pack an extra week of clothes. You know, so you can go on holiday in Australia after we end your career.
We'll call our grandparents and see if they know of any good senior resorts.
The following contest is an Australian rules tag team match. It is for the WWE Women's Tag Team Champion.
Mickie James.
From Richmond, Virginia, Mickie James! Billy Kay and Peyton Royce, the Iconics!
Of course, the title is on the line in this one, guys.
And don't be surprised if history is made here tonight. I know the champ has looked good as of late, but I'd say the opposition has looked just as good, if not better.
The goal is obtaining those tag team championships. Being on the same page will be vital in this one. You have to believe the Iconics have a major advantage here tonight at Super Showdown, competing in front of their home country fans in an Australian rules tag team championship match.
And don't forget, Red and Mickie have the added pressure of Mickie's career being on the line. If they lose, this chapter of Mickie's life is officially over.
That's all true, but we shouldn't ignore the fact that Red has added
win Women's Tag Team Championships with Mickie James to her list. And she has a very successful track record when it comes to achieving her goals. Oh, what a forearm! Incoming! Billie Kay is on the attack now.
Boom, backdrop suplex.
What a high angle right across the shoulders.
Here she goes, back in the ring now. And scissors takedown.
Very nice.
Elbow smash. Oh, face first. Oh, and step up Enziguri. The champ trying to roll with these hits. Enziguri. To the outside. Stopping your opponent like that will knock the wind right out of them.
Can't breathe, you can't fight.
Red goes for the Irish whip, but gets sent into the corner instead.
And now here come the Iconics, pouring it on in front of their home crowd.
This does not look good for Red and Mickie, and by extension, Mickie's career.
What are the Iconics doing?
Oh, I think it's time for a game of cricket.
Red and Mickie have other plans.
This is a bit of revenge for what took place before their match on SmackDown Live.
And since Australian rules is no disqualification, it's perfectly legal.
Ooh, what impact. And now she gets it for a second time.
Third time's a charm, Cole. Remember that as this match goes on.
She just keeps using that.
Hey, wouldn't you?
Boom, what impact. Harsh impact. Ooh, she's looking relentless now.
She's taking command of the situation. Look, Mickie James is on the attack now.
There she goes. Cover by the challenger. A kick out after one. An incredible combination. Here's the pin, title on the line. Here we go. 1, 2. And the count's broken, keeping the match alive.
Uh-oh, looking to lock it in.
Fighting.
Peyton Royce was there.
Ah, she gets out of it.
She has renewed life now, Michael.
That's twice now, Byron.
Yeah, she really knows how to handle that, huh?
Again with it. She's showing no mercy tonight.
Incredible.
There was a lot of force behind that one.
It's obvious Billie Kay is feeling the pain that has been dealt out so far.
And things look bleak right now.
Oh, the sledgehammer connects.
That'll scramble your insides. Oh, nasty impact.
Mickie James with a Mick kick. Out of it in the corner for the championship. 1, 2. New champion. No, that was so close.
Unbelievable.
And she's toying with her now. Forearm to the face for the win to retain the championship. Plenty of fight left.
She is ready for a fight tonight. What a cutter!
Uh-oh.
Nothing fancy there.
Oh, that's not right. Somebody do something about that. Drop kick.
It hits the mark.
Peyton Royce got her.
Super. And it's... Here's the pin. Title on the line. 1, 2, 3. Not only has Red helped Mickie James ward off retirement, they're now the new women's tag team champions.
To win this match under the pressure they faced and do it in enemy territory under the Iconics rules is truly impressive.
Honestly, I think a lot of credit goes to Red and her list. Someone said it before the match. That list is a powerful motivational tool for Red.
Yeah, that someone was me, Corey.
Nah, it couldn't have been you. Probably was Cole.
And that's how Mickie James went from being a hero and mentor of mine to more than that. She was now my tag team partner and, more importantly, my friend.
Aw, that's nice. But aren't you skipping over a pretty important part?
How about we move on? Don't you want to talk about when you were on the cover of WWE 2K20?
I do, but hang on a second. Earlier, you put me on blast for having some trivial goals. So now it's my turn to call you out for a time when you let the list steer you down a questionable path. This is a night to remember our careers, good and bad.
Fine. If you want to talk about it so much, then you tell the story.
Okay. After they became tag team champions, it turned everything around for Mickie. She even ended up earning a SmackDown Live Women's Championship opportunity against Kairi Sane. Mickie went on to defeat Kairi Sane, giving her 2 championships and continuing her incredible winning streak to avoid retirement. I feel like you've been a little off lately. You're moody, quick to lash out, overly judgmental about my decisions.
It all sounds like typical me.
Maybe those weren't the best examples, but I've known you long enough to realize when something's bothering you.
Well, to be honest, I'm kind of getting impatient. I mean, teaming with Mickie has been fun, but I never thought it would last this long, and I definitely didn't see her singles title run happening. Now I'm basically waiting for someone to beat her so I can go after the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. I've been dying to cross that off.
Some might say you're a bit too focused on the list.
Who's some? Are you some?
Look, if you want my advice, I see 2 ways for you to get what you want. But the first option wouldn't be very honorable.
What do you mean?
If you and Mickie were to somehow lose your tag titles, then Mickie would be forced to retire and vacate her women's title, leaving you free to pursue it. Option number 2, the more straight-up way of doing things, would be for you to tell Mickie exactly how you feel and challenge her to a match for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship, potentially crossing that off the list. But if you beat her, you'd also lose the tag titles and worse, end the career of your idol/friend.
I don't really love either option.
This business forces you to make some tough decisions. But at least you're not choosing between competing in a tag title match or saving your mangled ear like Mick Foley once had to do.
No, but if losing my ear was option 3, I'd think I'd take it.
The alternative is just waiting around for something to happen, and who knows how long that could take.
You're right. I guess I should... Hey, Mickie. I need to talk to you about something. It's kind of personal, sorry.
We'll catch up later. What's going on? Is everything okay?
Yeah, well, not really. It's just lately... I'll just come out and say it. I want your title. And I know what that means for you and for us, but I don't think I can sit back any longer.
You know what? I was waiting for this moment.
You were?
Look, I know who you are, what you're made of, what got you here. You're driven to be the very best. And I knew that being tag team champions would only satisfy you for so long.
So you don't hate me?
No, I get it. I actually respect you for your honesty. I can think of a couple other ways this could have gone down.
But if I beat you, it's all over.
If it's going to come to an end, and it will, sooner rather than later, I want you to be the one that does it. Besides, none of this would have even happened if it wasn't for you. But with all that said, I've come too far to just roll over. If you face me for my title, you better be ready for a fight.
You know me. I wouldn't want it any other way.